Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. Today we're going to be covering the two skills, Attention and Charisma, and I'm going to go into the details of what the skill actually is, what you get from leveling it, and then methods in order to level these skills. So without further ado, let's crack straight into it. First we're going to start with Attention. Now with this skill, as it levels, it's going to increase your container loot speed, as well as the rarity of items found inside the container. Now this became apparent to me this skill actually worked when I first had the wipe happen and I was trying to find the 60 round mags. I couldn't find any 60 round mags no matter where I searched. However, later on in the wipe, I've actually been able to find better mags. Now with each level of Attention, your loot speed goes up by 2% and the chance of finding better loot goes up by 2%. So if you have this around level 10, which I have at the moment, it's going to be 20% faster. So what's the point in leveling this really? So as you start to loot stuff, the wagon wheel is spinning as you loot will become faster and you'll go through looting those items faster. So therefore at max level, it has a chance of finding loot instantly, as well as that if you don't find it instantly, it's still very fast. So far I've never actually got the Attention skill to max personally. However, in previous wipes other people have and said that if you get the max level, your chance of having an instant loot is about 50%. As well as that, you get double loot experience. Now, if that perk's still the exact same this patch, I'm not yet to see, but hopefully by the end of the patch, I'll be able to get to max level. So how does the Attention skill level? So as I've been talking, in the background, you've seen me looting cash registers. Now, for every single square of cash found is 0.1 of a skill point. I've worked out that with cash itself, it's 0.1 of the skill point, but it does vary a little tiny bit depending on the item. So cash being a baseline to gauge off is pretty straight and simple. I looted all the registers out of the Goshen section of the interchange, and I looted 110 stacks of cash. Now this was actually 11 skill points, as you can see in these screenshots. So effectively, if you did this, every 10 runs of cash from Goshen would be about a skill level. With each time you level it, it's going to become faster, as well as more stacks of loot will appear. Now, I'm not saying that you should go out and try and level this directly, but what I'm saying is every time you search something, it's leveling up. So every time you kill a scav, you're better off searching all the pockets, all the backpack, everything you can. One, there's a good chance you actually might find some loot that'd be good for you, as well as that you're actually increasing the chance of you getting better loot and the speed at which you loot. A good example of this is I've been looting duffel bags to try and find cigarette packs, and today I also found a Bitcoin inside a duffel bag, and that's I think a third Bitcoin I found in duffel bags in the last week. Alright, so moving on to the next skill, which is hand in hand with Attention. Charisma. So what is Charisma? As you level Charisma, it says in the skill description that it decreases trader cash prices, as well as that increases trader loyalty rate. From my studies that I've done, there is no effect currently from these skill points in itself. But what I have noticed is you'll get better buying and selling rates for the actual different tier of loyalty you are. So if you're tier 1, 2, 3, or the crown tier, you'll get a better rate for selling and buying. Now the elite perks are you're the first to know the latest trading news, which is non-existent right now. And the other perk is increases profit from every transaction. So currently I don't know what that actually means because I've never seen anyone have max level charisma, but if someone actually gets to that point, it'd be interesting to find out. All right. So a lot of people have been asking me, how do you level charisma? And this actually took a fair bit of working out to find out the exact way and reasons behind it. All right, so the way you level charisma is every time you kill someone and you loot them, it's the actual movement of items from their body to yours. Now, every time you move something across, you get experience for it. And so I've worked out from the amount of times I've done it now, trying to work out the exact numbers, for every 200 experience points moved across is 1 skill point to charisma. Now, I've tried a couple of different things and I've worked out every time you loot the same item, whether it be the same type of AK or an M4, it gets diminishing returns on the actual XP itself, but the skill points still go up the same. So there is probably methods that you could work together with your friends, say at the end of each raid and throw your guns around to try and get that extra few skill points, but it seems like a lot of effort to me to level for the actual what you get from charisma. So my advice, if you actually need to level charisma, is go do your raids normally, and then every single thing you find, move it into your inventory, and then you can, by holding control, if you just left click it, it'll move straight across, and then what you can do is highlight the item and just spam delete across it, and throw the items out, even if you don't want them. That way you're getting the experience across, and also getting your skill points in charisma, but then you don't have to worry about taking it out of the raid if you don't want it. So there you have it, guys. I've tried to keep this to the point as much as possible. There's a fair bit of information I've tried to cram in, but to summarize, all you really need to do is every time you kill someone, go to search them, search their pockets, backpack, rig, and then if you want to get that charisma leveled up, particularly for some of the ragman tasks at the moment, drag the items across to your body, highlight the item and press delete on your keyboard to throw it, and then you'll be getting your charisma leveled up. So guys, I hope that was helpful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for future content. If you know of anyone having issues with leveling up their charisma, share it to them. And finally, I'll see you next time.